Welcome to this tutorial, and we'll be creating a logo animation, simple logo animation using the trim path method. This is very simple. It's a very simple technique in After Effects. So if you are new to After Effects, or my panel, my After Effects interface looking different, I'm making use of After Effects 2024. So if you are using below that, yeah, from 2023 down, the panel is looking a kind of different. They added this new feature of having the property panels. So let's assume this is our logo. This text is our logo. I'm using this as our logo. Then the next thing you have to do basically is to trace this logo using your pen tool. Now let's use our pen tool to trace out this logo. This is our pen tool. So I'm tracing out this logo the best way I can do that. So this is it. For the sake of this tutorial, we will be doing this way. I'm going to release my width so you can get to see what we are doing. So after creating each part, after creating each shape, make sure you click outside just an empty space, any empty space that you can get. So you start creating your new shape in another layer, not in the same layer. Because if you click, for example, now I'm still on this layer selected. If I start any other, this is going to continue. Do you understand? This shape part is going to continue. So let's undo that and click outside. Ctrl Z to undo. Then click outside the box, anywhere outside the box. You understand? Now we have this. Let's start another one. This other one is going to create another layer. It's going to create, sorry for my voice, I'm having a little bit of kata. So let's start another stuff. So here it is. Click outside and continue with this. Yeah, you got it. So let's go down to this one now. So yeah. So what we are planning to do here basically is to create an illusion. If you use After Effects quite well, you understand that most of the things that happens quite fast is an illusion. They don't really happen. Yeah, most of the magics that happen inside After Effects are mostly illusions. You just create that, okay, we play mind with the viewers. You play a mind trick with the viewer, like this is what we want you to see, but that's not what's actually happening. Do you understand? So now I've selected all the layers. I'm increasing the stroke sizes to get to just to cover the whole stuff. So let me change this stroke color to, let's change it to blue. I needed something. Let's change it to just this blue. Let's just use red. You can change it at any time though. So now we have this. We have this shape. Let's adjust these shape layers to get this for this W to cover this edge, just to adjust the edge. Go back to your shape layer, click on this edge, hold your shift, click on it. Sorry. Just something nice. Just want to adjust this stuff so it's not going to be looking somehow. Anyways, these two goes. Just for the sake of this tutorial, you can have your time to get the stuff adjusted. Let's jump down. Let's jump right to where the magic happens. So now we have this. The magic happens in applying your trim part and offsetting the whole trim parts. You understand? That's where the magic happens. If you've done this, if you got into this stage, you have no other issues, you can maneuver every other part. So simple and all that. I love renaming my shapes. Let's name this to click enter, select the layer, click enter on your keyboard and change the name. And let's change this to E, change this to E, change this to W, and the double E, let's change their color, the color of the layer to pink. For Caesar that is being called here. Now let's have the magic done. Apply your trim part. Click on it. Click on the layer you want to apply the trim part. That's after this stuff. Click on it. This drop down. Click on the drop down. Add. You see trim parts. Click trim part. So basically, what this trim part does is to create a beginning and the end of, more like you're writing. If you're writing on the wall, if you're writing on a paper, if you're writing on the paper, just the way you do it, you have where you are starting your pen and where your pen is going to end. So it's basically animating where that your shape started and where your shape ended. So if you look down this strip, or if you open the trim parts panel, you see start and end. You see start and end. Then you'll be using, if you look, just click on your end. That depends on where you started your the start and end depends on where you started your what is it called, your pen to where you started drawing your shape. So if you click on end, take your end further. Let me adjust this so you can get to see this area. So click on your end, drag it further, reduce. I see what you are doing. Then take your end to 0. Now this is already animated. If you drag, so it's doing. You understand? The animation has been played out, and the animation has been played out. You get? So this animation is not looking smooth due to we've not added any of that. This is just a plain animation, plain, and it's plain on the graph. And it's plain on the graph. So you've done the animation. If you can do this to every other shape, you are good to go. If you can do this to every other shape, you are good to go. Then add your trim parts to this. Remember, these are coming in. Then easy is F9 on your keyboard, or either you use F9 on your keyboard to ease your keyframes. You see the difference now between the linear keyframes and your ease. So ease is use F9, select the keyframes, click F9 on your keyboard to ease it. Now you have what you want. This basically. Now replicate these trim parts in other shape layers you've drawn. So I think I'll fast forward this part. So we have this animation. This is it. This is it. Once you've gotten this, you are done. Once you've gotten this, every other thing is so simple to get. F9 on your keyboard to ease the keyframes. Now this is what we have. Let's extend this one. Let's turn it off. This is what we have now. Now you have your logo animated. So the next thing to do now is offset these keyframes, offset these layers. Basically offset these layers and you are good to go. Offsetting means getting them to come in different paces, in different time. Okay, just adjust their time so they won't come in at the same time. That's another way to make your animation look unique. You understand? So we have the animation done. Then the next thing you have to do is offset these layers. I'm using these simple scripts to do my offset. This motion 2 panel, just click on this, it's been offset. I've done the offset. Now you see how it comes in. So unique. You are done with your animation. Then the next step you are going to do is to pre-comp these layers. Pre-comp them and duplicate. If you pre-comp, duplicate and add a fill effect on it to change the colors. So that's basically what we are going to do next. Pre-comp the layer, duplicate and add a fill effect on it. Now I've selected the whole my logo layers. This is my logo layers. Right click, pre-comp them. Let's name it logo 1. This is logo 1. Now you have our logo 1. Next thing to do is to duplicate the layers. Do you understand? Duplicate the layer. This Control D. Pick as many as you want. Let's use just 4 because we're changing to 4 colors. Then offset. Basically it, because if you play it, you're not going to notice any difference. Just that they are all playing at the same time. Do you get me? So the next thing you need to do is to offset it. Select the layers. I'll be offsetting using this motion tool. Click on it. Offset is basically what offsetting means. Just drag your layer to the it's still the same thing, but I prefer using this script for now. Just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm using these scripts to make my workflow faster. Here it is. We've done the animation. Then to know that you've done something different, because they are all the same color, you have to add a fill effect on it. A fill effect on this, and we are good to go. Add a fill effect. So you have our animation done. You have animation done, and here it is. Let's go down to there's another script, another tool that I use to get my scripts so quick. Either you go to this effects and presets and search for fill, you see it, then drag it to the shape layer you want. Change the color, but I use this still the same way. Let me delete it. I use this shortcut or these scripts also to get this done. It's called FX Console. Just control space, it comes up, you search for what you want and click enter, it applies on the layer. So these are scripts that can that can fast track your animation process. There are other scripts out there, but these particular ones can fast track you see, just by adding this color, it is now looking nice. It's not looking nice, but we can make it more nice by adding more colors. Let's copy this. Remember, this effect is being applied on this layer. It's being applied on it. So let's apply this effect on other layers. Simple, copy the effect, click on the effect on this effect panel, this particular panel. Control C to copy, then Control V to paste. Go in, change the color to what you want, anything you want it to be. And to this one, Control V, you paste. Choose any color you want. To this layer, Control V, let's use whites at the end. Of it. So here it is. Now if we preview, you've gotten your logo. This is basically how to get this done. So to make any amendments to it, you can now get too creative with it. You've gotten your logo animation. Basically, this is it. This is how to get your logo animation done. If you stayed to the end of this tutorial, I promised to give that to show you the script that I used to export, my animations as GFI and in a very high quality. It's called GIF Gone. So here is how it works. This extension GIF Gone. Here's how it works. Just select the comp that you want to export, choose your comp area and click on make GIF, make GIF, and you are good to go. Thank you all for staying to the end of this tutorial, and let's see next time.